Hey guys, Mr. Hood here. We are at lesson 2 of Let's Draw This. Today we're going to draw a little girl, and again this should be a very simple cartoony-like creation and should be no problem at all for anybody, so let's get started. Now, with everything, I will always tell you to draw the most simple shape that you possibly can. In this case, we're going to start with a circle. Now, to get a perfect circle, doesn't actually have to be perfect, but if you happen to have a roll of tape, a cup, any round object that you like, you can use that to start out with to give us the basic shape of the head. Now, notice where I put it on the page. It's from the top, just a few inches, about, center it on the page, but a little bit towards the top because you need room down here for the body and everything else, and you may need room up here for the hair as well. So go ahead and put a circle in place. Again, if you want to freehand it, you may. Now I'm going to tell you to use ghost lines. I'm going to draw this a little darker because some of the comments I got on my other videos was that it was hard to see my lines when I drew it. So now I am drawing this a lot darker than I would normally, but again, I need you to be able to see it. So there we go. Now I won't be able to erase these later, and that's the drawback to this, but I'll try not to make any mistakes. So from here, we have a basic head shape. We need to put in some eyes. Now, even with cartoons, for the most part, the rules are the same. If you look about halfway from the top to the bottom, that's the halfway mark, okay? That's actually the middle of your head, but because her head is going to be tipped forward, that actually will put her eyes about here. So I'm going to erase that line up here, and then I'm going to put her eyes on this line. Now one eye over here. And again, notice where I put it in relationship to the outside of the circle, because that's really important. You also want to put about the same distance in between these eyes as the eyes are themselves. Now here are a couple ovals right here for the eyes. I'm going to put the center part of the eye on that side so that they'll be looking over there. And again, if you want to put in a little circle in the upper right hand corner, and we'll leave that white when we go to color it, it'll make it look wet or a little bit more realistic. Now for the nose, we're going to draw an S line, and it's going to come about in the center, do an S, and bring it down like that, and then that will be her nose. Now the mouth, we're going to have to cram it in here. We want her to be happy, so we'll arc it upward like that. And then you can even put, there's her tongue. Okay, so now we need to get to figure out where the hair is. So the hairline, I'm going to come from the center, in between her eyes, come back, and then come out, almost like a set of curtains. Come out, and then down, and then we'll put a part in the middle here. Now we got to have ears, and I want the ears to be about where the hair stops. So I'm going to put the ears here and here. Do an extra little C, and it's basically like a capital C. Now for this part, basically if you chose to draw a boy, you could do that at this point. I'm going to draw a girl, and so I need to put in some eyelashes. So I'll put in 3 eyelashes there, 3 eyelashes there, and then we're going to need eyebrows as well. Those can go up into the hairline, just like that. Now we've got to draw her body. Now the body, I'm going to bring one arm out straight from the head, come down to here, come straight out from the head, do a long C, then a short C, and then there's her hand, and then that's going to come in to about there. So it's about the same length. Now to draw her body part, if you imagine a long triangle that would start way up here, it would come down when it touch right above the hand, come across, and then back up towards the hair, and then stop. And there's her body. Now the other arm, we're going to bring it down here, again straight down, do a backward C, and then a U shape for her thumb, and then that'll go back into the body. And if you divide that here and here, you end up with a short sleeve. So now, just underneath the body line here, we're going to come in just a little bit and then come down in that same line. We're going to come over about halfway. Then we're going to do a zigzag, like an upside down V there. Continue that line out and then bring it back in to the body. And there's some shorts. Now the legs are going to come down again, just like the arms did. They're going to come down a little bit inside the shorts and then bring it down towards the other line a little bit. Connect those. Now we're going to do a really long C shape to make the shoe, and then come back up. This other line, this other leg, we're going to bring it down, angle it out that way a little bit, connect it, bring it down, and then a big backwards C shape. And then there's the other shoe. Now with all my drawings, I'll tell you, people aren't allowed to just float in midair. You have to have a background of some sort. So for this, I'm just going to do an easy straight line here and come across at the same spot on the other side to here. And if I want, I can just put some zigzag lines to make it look like it's grass, so we're outside. Now at this point, if you left the hair the way it is, you just have a boy. Just don't do the eyelashes. But we're going to do a girl. So on this side, I'm going to bring it out in an arc almost to the edge of the paper, but not quite. Then I'm going to do a zigzag, almost like a lightning bolt. Come in, out, in, and out again. And now I'm going to come back up here, and I got to connect those two like that. And there's one pigtail. On the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it out in an arc about the same distance. And now I'm going to do the lightning bolt again. I'm going to come in, out, and then connect the two lines. Now they're kind of separated out from the head, so we can fix that by drawing a line above and a line below, and then connect it with a backward C. And there are our ponytail holders, or in this case, pigtails. And now they're held in place. So now there is the very simple drawing. Now we're going to switch over to colors, and I'm going to color it. I'm also going to outline it using a Sharpie. If you have a Sharpie at home, great. Otherwise, you can just use anything that you have, or just make your pencil lines darker. And this will go very fast. And there it is with a background. Again, have fun, keep it simple, keep it light, do everything that you want to do. You don't have to take it this far if you don't want, but again, a background helps. It always makes it look better. Do not forget to sign it using your artist signature or your name in the bottom right corner. Again, have fun, keep drawing, and I'll see you next time.